Just been telling Jeff, I have prerogative since I've invited you, so I can interrupt when I want. Second, before we get into the real serious matters, don't bother about what people say at funerals, at weddings, and all these other issues. I have only, on one occasion, left the office of presidency. Whether I'm in Togo, I'm still president of the Republic of Kenya. Only once. When some people took me to some funny court out there, and I signed a piece of paper leaving my deputy to act as president. Any other occasion, watch a media waseme vile wanataka kusema. They would be bothered about small things, my friend. Tunaelewana? Thank you. So this is the president speaking, and he's speaking today from Nairobi, whether he was in Togo or whether he was in charge. Ladies and gentlemen, my first duty is to welcome all of you and to say that I think these summits that we've been having is something that's been very positive. It's an opportunity for the executive to engage with the public. It is an opportunity for the public to put their issues forward in a very open manner to the executive. Today's subject is corruption and accountability. I want to ask you, this is not a closed session, we're not editing anything. I, like millions of other Kenyans, are watching what is transpiring here live. There is no be editing this and cutting that out and say, everybody's watching what people have to say. I'm actually only disappointed that my friend Githongo, who is always out there, he is a great opportunity to challenge. I can see Minister Balala, everybody is here. Why didn't he come? Why didn't he come and raise those issues that he raises everywhere? Raise it here, let's debate it. Because the issue is that if people discuss, as I've always said, what the problems are, we get solutions. You don't need to be shouting out there at each other. Come, let's talk. It is in every Kenyan's interest for us to make progress, for us to find solutions. Nobody's leaving this country. Nobody's going anywhere. We're here to stay. Today is the Jubilee administration. My strong prayer, and we shall campaign very hard, is that after August, the Jubilee administration will continue. But even if it doesn't, it will be Kenyans. It will be Kenyans. So let's talk to each other. Let's find solutions. Let's not beat each other. We have no reason to beat each other. And I want to say, when it comes to this issue of corruption that has been at the center stage of Kenyan public debate, and like I've said, I've been watching, like many are watching. Whose role? Who is responsible? And I will say, as president, if there's one issue that has frustrated me, it's this issue. And I'll say why. Because the pressure is on me. Do something about corruption. Then I sit back and I ask myself, okay, show me an administration since independence that has taken action on corruption like I have done. The media goes out there, a lot of issues, yes, this minister, this permanent secretary. I have removed everybody. Everybody who has ever been named or touched upon, starting on by Wakina Wako and all these fellows here. We have a case against so-and-so. I've done my part. At great expense, political also. By asking these people, okay, look, I don't know, step aside. And they've done it. Then where do we go from there? So, I'm innocent. And I say, I don't know whether you're innocent or guilty, but this is the case. Move aside. They move aside. I go and I say, okay, look, please, you investigators, everybody, I give you 3 months, I'm told, to prove innocence or guilt. I'm told, by the way, that pronouncement itself is unconstitutional. You have no power to say 3 months. But yet there's a person there, I don't know their innocence or guilt, but there's a person, a human being, a Kenyan, like you and me. We set up a multi-agency so that we can coordinate our affairs. Still no movement. I sit with the Chief Justice, please, why don't we expedite this? Still no movement. As Justice Kihara, I've just heard him sitting there saying, I wish that there would be a way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, guilty, innocent, if guilty, charged. Nothing. And by the way, I've taken the actions that I can take within the Constitution, respecting the Constitution. When we sit down, and I challenge all the agencies here, they say, oh, we don't have resources, we don't do it. Again, that is within my power, giving them all the resources, and I challenge them today to stand up and say that we have been denied resources and that is why we are unable to move. That's not the case. The judiciary, I have even no role. I even actually challenged it and they went because it's themselves, right? And I was told that the Judicial Service Commission is the one that has the role, and they went because wenyewe kwa wenyewe kujidefend. They'll give me one name and my only role is to sign. Who is a judge? Who is the Chief Justice? I have no role. But yet, I stand accused that the executive is not doing enough. Ladies and gentlemen, what do you want me to do? Niwaulize. Mr. Young man, I don't know your name, but I've been hearing you talking right now. What? Irongo? Yes, Irongo. What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? We have the Auditor General. Keep saying money was stolen from Eurobond. Asema. I did not appoint you. All right? I cannot sack you. What is your problem? Sema, kama imeibiwa, sema iliibiwa na Uhuru, imeibiwa na nani, imeibiwa na nani. Kini kusema, I'm investigating, or we're looking, or report. A lot of nonsense, to tell you the truth. Why can't you just say, if it's the Inspector General, he is amefanya makosa hii na hii, prosecute him. Kama ni Uhuru, prosecute me. What's the problem? What have you been denied? Yeah? This is just a political circus. Corruption is just being used as a political circus. How many cases are before the courts of law? Justice. How many cases do you have? Now, do you expect me, what do you want, to go and set up a firing squad at Uhuru Park so that people can be happy? Are we not a country that respects the rule of law? What does the rule of law mean? The rule of law means that those who are accused will get justice, and those who are guilty will pay the price. Who releases people on bond here every day? Who does? Si ni nyinyi? What does that got to do with me? What does it got to do? I don't even have power, like I said, to appoint you or to sack you. So, mnataka nifanye nini jameni? That I have not done. Truly, if we as Kenyans are committed, if we as Kenyans want to make progress, then all those agencies, all those offices that have been created by our constitution should do their part. The only thing you should be able to ask me, have you given us the resources to do our work? The answer should be yes or no. And I challenge, because I remember specifically, even in last year's budget, as a result of us agreeing on this, we added money through supplementary to support a multi-agency fight against corruption. We added money. I call for sessions on a very regular basis on this particular issue. So today, I challenge you, like many Kenyans are challenging, justice. You said set up a court that sees a case prosecuted on a regular basis in front of national TV from beginning to end on a day or even night basis and give Kenyans answers. Who is stopping you? What do you need? Tell us justice. What do you need? Tell us what you need and we'll give it to you. And then pronounce a man innocent, and if guilty, sentence. Commissioner of Prisons is, and by the way, today, Power of Mercy, when we're in Machakos, I'm going to release all the chicken thieves and all this, so there'll be room in jail for the ones you want to bring. Yeah, no problem. There will be space. Yeah? Wezi wa kuku hawa tuta release hawa. Yeah? So, kuna space. All you need to do, bring them. Yeah? Kesi ziko mbele yenu. Shida iko wapi? Ni pesa mumekosa, semeni. And I'll be swearing in your new Chief Justice tomorrow. Ni nini ingine mnataka? Wewe. Ni nini unataka? Sema. Ni nini umekosa? Na kama umekosa, ambia Wakenya ile umekosa tukupatie. Alright? IG na DCI, semeni ni nini mmekosa. Ambaye imewazuia kuprosecute. DPP sijui kama yuko hapa. Ndio huyu. Basi sema na wewe ni nini umekosa. Tukupatie. Ndio Wakenya wasiseme mimi nalinda. Mimi silindi ufisadi. Ni nyinyi mmeshindwa kufanya kazi yenu. Na hivyo ndivyo dunia ilivyo. Hivyo ndivyo dunia ilivyo. Wewe wako wewe. Ulinisimamisha hapo mbele ya bunge. Nikafuta mawaziri na nani ambao sasa wananilaumu. They hate me. Wengine wana campaign against me. Na wewe ndio uliniambia hii watu wako. Mpaka wa leo, this is 2 years. Hujaniambia where their guilt is. Sasa jamani, makosa yangu ni nini? I really wanted to put this thing where it belongs. And it belongs with you, ladies and gentlemen. It belongs with Kenyans accepting that corruption should not be used for politics. If you have a thing against me, campaign properly. I have no problem. That's why I said, so long as there is a Kenyan standing in front of this podium, whoever that Kenyan is, it's a Kenyan who should work in the interest and the best interest of 40 million. We need not bring down this country. We did not tarnish ourselves. Kenya must continue, regardless of who stands behind this podium. Kenya must continue. Let us not use corruption for politics. We want to deal with corruption because it hurts the Kenyan people, it hurts the Kenyan economy. And those charged with the responsibility, don't throw blame game. Do your job. Do your job. Let the judiciary prosecute the cases in front of it and bring them to conclusion to the satisfaction of Kenyans in the shortest possible time, because as they say, justice delayed is justice denied. Let those who are charged with investigation, do your job. And do it right, and do it frankly. Let the media, before some politician stands on a podium and accuses so and so, ask the person who is accusing, produce the evidence, my friend. Produce the evidence that you want to charge so and so with. Don't use it for political gain. Don't use it for political gain. When we go out there and we say Eurobond money was stolen and is stashed in the Federal Reserve Bank of New York, are you telling me that the Treasury and the Federal Reserve Bank of the United States have colluded? Yani mjinga ni nani? Surely. That the Kenyan government and the US government have colluded. Na huyu anasema anaenda, nataka kwenda ku interrogate Federal Reserve Bank of New York. Guy, anyway. You know, you sit back and you ask yourself, are we being serious with what we are doing? Are we really being serious? Au ni mchezo tu kwa sababu gazeti itaandika pale? Na Mkenya ambaye amekaa kule kijiji haelewi, anafikiria Federal hiyo ni benki nyingine huko ya, hata wanamdanganya huko ya kwamba hiyo benki ni ya fulani huko. Are we being serious? Are we being serious? Or are we just joking with life and playing with Kenyans? Sijui kama tunaelewana wenzangu. So, I want to welcome you and to say that, you know, one of the greatest things, even as I was watching on TV, and like I'm saying, as millions of Kenyans are watching on TV, can you imagine an event like this with everybody and with Kenyans watching, dealing with corruption, happening on the grounds of State House? Kenya is moving ahead. Kenya is making progress. Please, let that progress be for our benefit, not for the destruction of our nation. God bless you.